We all know that to get the perfect Christmas dinner, you need the perfect Christmas potatoes. Potatoes are what can really make or break your Christmas meal. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how and why I'm planting seed potatoes now to be ready to be harvested for Christmas Day. So join me in today's video as I show you how to plant the perfect seed potatoes now. Okay, you might have noticed next to me, this is an old raised bed. I have not grown anything in this raised bed for the last 2 to 3 years. It has been abandoned, hence why you can see all the weeds in there. So this is where I'm going to be planting the potatoes in. I'm going to get it all prepared and I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do it. But first of all, let me show you the type of potatoes we've got. Okay, so I've bought these premium Scottish seed potatoes, got them off Amazon. This video is not sponsored, by the way. I have actually bought these myself. I've used them in the past. They've been absolutely perfect. So these are the Melody potatoes, and as you can see on the top, plant now for a Christmas harvest. And these are from the Spud Man. Let's get them open and have a look. Okay, these are actually specially designed for winter cropping for your Christmas harvest. They're not your usual potatoes that you can either buy from the supermarket and plant and hope they grow, or even the first early crops that you can plant in the spring, ready for that early summer harvest. These have been specially stored in cold storage to trick the potato in thinking this is spring. It's coming out of dormancy now and it's about to go in the ground. The good thing about this time of year is the soil is rather warm. These will get off to a great start. It's been very, very, very dry in the UK. Barely had any rain for the last 2 to 3 months, but there is rain on the way. That's why I'm planting them this weekend to get them in the ground, give them that early start, and then I can hopefully leave them without too much maintenance and then dig them up at Christmas time. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Subscribing to a YouTube channel is free. Just hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, give me a big thumbs up if you're liking this video, and then you'll see the video I make at Christmas time when I dig up these little bad boys. As you can see, these are actually starting to chit already, which is absolutely perfect. That means they're already trying to grow. Okay, but first things first, I need to get that bed sorted. This raised bed is about 2 meters by 2 meters, and I'm going to be planting these 6 seed potatoes into this soil now. So I'm going to clear it first, and then I'll show you exactly how these are going to go in. Am I glad I had a rake for that job? Because I am predominantly a no-dig gardener, I didn't want to be digging out every single one of those weeds individually by hand. So what I've done is just cleared the top layer, because now I'm going to show you exactly how to do the no-dig method for these potatoes. Okay, I think that has now taken shape, much better than it was before. I'm not actually going to use the whole of this bed, because it's about 3 meters by 2 if I use the whole thing, but I should be able to at least use half of it for these potatoes. I'm going to space them out quite a bit. Maybe I'm going to use half of it actually. Yeah, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space them out a good foot, maybe a foot and a half between each potato. But that's the first start. Now I'm going to show you what comes next. Okay, for all those who've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I've been telling you to save up your cardboard. Cardboard is the ideal source of material for your no-dig beds. As you just saw there, all I did was rake this over. I haven't actually done any digging, and now it's time for the first layer to go on. So all you have to do, first of all, make sure you've taken off any sellotape or plastic tape, or even some staples from this cardboard, because you don't really want that in your soil. You don't want that breaking down eventually and putting microplastics and other nasties in your soil. So just make sure it's nice plain cardboard. If you order a lot from Amazon like I do, these are the ideal boxes to use. So all you've got to do now is just start layering this on top of our raised beds. I always find that just one layer is perfectly fine. but as you can see, if it just makes it easier, just let it overlap in stages or in parts. This will break down. The benefits and the advantages of using cardboard is it biodegrades really quickly and easily. So by putting this on your soil, actually when it does break down, it puts that carbon back into your soil, which is what we want. So the benefits of putting this cardboard on, obviously, is to suppress the weeds underneath. If you block the light getting to them, the weeds can't really grow, and it takes a little while for this cardboard to go soft and mushy when the rain comes, so it really does keep those weeds down below. So we've got our first layer on, quick and easy. Now it's time to put the compost on, ready for these potatoes. Okay, now it's just time to put a thin layer of compost on. I've gone for the John Innes peat-free. Make sure it's peat-free, multi-purpose compost. Dead simple, easy, doesn't actually cost too much. Okay, so just split this open. We're just gonna layer this on the soil. Layer it on the cardboard even. Okay, so we're just going to spread that out evenly. As I say, we want it about 1 inch or so thick, which will be what the potatoes at least just start to get going in. I think I might put 2 on. Just get this trusty rake again. Something really handy this. Today, as mentioned, I'm only going to be planting the potatoes into this size. That is probably 1 to 2 meters by 1 to 2 meters wide. We've only got 6 potatoes going in, so I should be able to space them out quite evenly. Okay, I've got a little bit of bloodfish and bone left, so I'm going to just sprinkle that onto the soil. Really isn't much of that left, but it will all help. This is brand new fresh compost, so it will have some goodness, and I've got some vegetable feed, which is actually quite old. I don't know how good it is, but I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on. And that'll just break down into the soil. Yeah, it's gone a bit clumpy, that. Just a bit of added goodness. Now it's time for the all-important bit, is placing our potatoes onto this new soil. So some of these have already started to chit. I don't think it really matters which way around you put them, but I tend to put them facing upwards just to give it that little bit of extra chance. So because we've got, in fact, I'm going to space them out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They look pretty even to me. They're over a foot apart. I think that's going to be plenty of space for them. As I say, when the cardboard starts to break down, these tubers will be able to go a bit deeper. I'll start getting potatoes underneath and deep down into this soil. But now I'm just going to cover each one over, and then when the shoots start coming through, you basically start piling them on, and this will end up like a raised mound in the end. Okay, so I've now got my final bag of compost, and I am literally going to just pile on a couple of inches onto each potato, making sure it's nice and covered. Firm it down slightly, but not too much. And I'll then be able to see that each mound is a potato underneath. So good few handfuls on each one. The real benefit, as hopefully you can already gather, is that this will not be overrun with weeds now. The weeds are trapped underneath the cardboard. We are starting to go into the middle to late August, so the weeds are going to be dying off anyway. This part of the bed should end up weed-free, dig-free, and then approximately 4 months from now, we're going to have an abundance of lovely potatoes for our Christmas dinner. Okay, they are all now in. I come down here, hopefully you can just see that those mounds are in place. Those potatoes will soon start growing. The shoots will come up. I'll then pile more compost on top and just keep piling it on to help them get more compost all around to produce more and more potatoes. Right, just time for the last couple of jobs. Because I've only actually covered half of this bed, maybe not even half, just going to weigh down this cardboard. If any winds come, obviously I don't want it all blowing away. So just use a few bricks or pieces of wood, anything just to hold it all down in place. I put a few more on there, but that should be fine. I don't think that's going to blow away now. And then all you need to do is just give the tomatoes a good old water in. Another good thing about the cardboard is it can actually act as a bit of a sponge and hold in that water, almost like a little mini reservoir underneath the soil for these potatoes. But as I mentioned, the forecast looks like rain for the next week in the UK, so we should get that well-deserved break from this hot, dry, long summer that we've been having. Shouldn't complain, you know, we all like that long, hot summer, but for us gardeners and growers, it has been rather tricky. So I'm just going to give them a good drink, a good soak to get them going, and I reckon anything between 12, 16 weeks from now, these will be nearly ready. But I'm gonna specifically wait till Christmas Day, or maybe dig them up on Christmas Eve, ready for my Christmas dinner. So thanks for watching. If you've got anything out of this, please give me a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. It all helps. And if you have any questions, please pop them in the comment section below. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.